Oh dear, it seems we're too tall for this recording.
100 feet tall. We should better
Get down on our knees.
get down.
And move it all around.
So, hey everybody, have you ever played golf with 100-foot robots? Well, today's your chance. 100-foot robot golf. That's the right name, right?
Yep.
Okay. This is the weirdest golf game I've ever played so far.
Weirder than,
This is like, what if you, like, I know back in the day that Atari, they had a beat-em-up golf game.
Ninja Golf.
Yes, Ninja Golf. And then I think there was another one or two on PS2 or PS3.
But this how weird's that?
This is just, because they had more like gang members in that game, this is more like random characters, like a guy with his head in a bottle operating a robot, 5 dogs, if I remember.
Yeah.
Operating one mech.
A
robot skeleton that's just operating
It's not
himself.
even a robot skeleton, it's just a it's just a skeleton.
I have to admit it, I really suck at this game, and like usually I'm decent at golf games, but for some reason I just suck at this game.
Okay, to give you an
I
idea.
tried 2 different robots and I still couldn't. Yeah.
To give you an idea of how much he sucks.
Suck.
Okay, so one of the holes we had was a very simple hole. You just do a
but
little,
not for my character.
You just but no. While he's going around, this game has computer AIs. So one of the AIs just swings, and his ball just keeps missing.
I sympathize with the robot.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like it took like it took 15 minutes to complete what would have been just a 5-minute hole, if not a 2-minute hole.
The thing is, this is the only golf game that I feel like. Well, where should I go with this? Okay, this is the only golf game where you have to swing and then you actually have to walk/run over, and that gives you time to where your ball went, and that gives you time to beat the crap out of your opponents.
Well, technically, Ninja Golf also did that, but
yeah, that was unfortunately one game I never got a chance to play. But anyways, this sounds great on paper, but personally I feel like
execution-wise,
yeah, I just feel like it didn't quite work. Like I was swinging at the other players, and I know I'm a skeleton, and a skeleton.
No,
probably
it
can't
even worked
really,
on my end as well. Like I couldn't hit anything.
Yeah, like I whacked at them,
I think,
and like they just walked away. Like it didn't do any.
I think you have to
damage.
hit. I think you have to hit the. I think it's either the game mode we picked, or we need to hit the golf balls.
But
I mean,
like
they had a profound effect on the buildings.
The thing is, the focus. Yeah, like you can beat the crap out of the buildings, no problem. But what I thought was really cool, the attention to detail of each character had his own way of shooting the ball. Like you had to line up. Like the skeleton, it went around in circles, and then you stopped wherever you press the button. You had to press the button 3 times.
And that determines your accuracy.
Yeah, and the robot I played as, it was like a car's...
An accelerometer.
Yeah, exactly. And like you had to press it and not press it too far, and then hit the button. And you don't want to like just constantly press it down because then it'll be so much power. I feel like the actual golf part, it's weird. The fighting part, I feel like I wasn't doing damage, and like the golf part, I felt like I couldn't aim accurately and I couldn't like minimize the power. And like what I thought was going to work with the trajectory of like my ball going over the mountaintop, every single time, like, I failed. I don't know if it was just I can't play this game, apparently, or what. Like, I don't know.
Meanwhile, I had a little more easier time, but that's because I picked easier play styles.
I assume so.
I had one character who had like 2 gauges, and you have to make sure they hit their proper space. Yeah. Then another one is more of a traditional golfing system.
Mm-hmm. I think with this game, the thing is, you're attracted to, at least I was attracted to, like, the concept. It was really cool. Oh, giant robots, and they beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
And then when you get in the game, the commentary, the announcers are super sarcastic, and they're hilarious.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is kind of like Nippon Marathon, where, it doesn't repeat as often, but I feel like once you've played, like, a few rounds, you've probably heard everything. Like, it's kind of like NBA Jam, like, what draws you back is like playing the actual game. But with this game, I feel like once you've heard everything, you're probably not going to come back to it, unfortunately, because I feel like the actual game what you're supposed to be playing and enjoying, I just couldn't get into it as much as I thought I was going to.
There might be some replay value into career mode.
Yeah, maybe like there's stuff to unlock, and like maybe it's easier with the different characters. Just the 2 I tried, I just found like I was like fighting the game, like just how the game's physics worked and everything. So I'd say like I think right now it's $3. You know, if you want to try something,
then go ahead.
You know, try it. But like I have to admit, like, I was disappointed. I really thought I would have a blast with this game and, like, be meaning to choose it for a while. And then now it's like, yeah, I love the idea. It just didn't work for me.
I found it pretty fun to play, but, like, I do admit.
Like, you were only first once, and, like, every other time you were third, and I don't remember.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of fun and interesting to play, but at the same time,
but like playing
it doesn't seem to
like.
And again, I don't know if it's just, but I mean, like Party Golf. I mean, I bought Party Golf and played it, and I think if you gave me the choice between this or Party Golf, I go with Party Golf.
I would go with like even Mario Golf.
Yeah, like, Mario Golf.
Like Mario Golf is, even though I think there's a certain amount of suckage in every golf game. To a certain degree for me.
We can never go wrong with Mario
or
Golf.
Or Hot Shots Golf. Yeah, it's the same thing. This game is just, it's extreme. Like, I even tried to like aim away from the mountains when I was stuck near the mountains, and even then I couldn't aim away from the mountains. Yeah. It's like, what the hell just happened? Like,
so if I were to gauge our final ratings, mine would definitely be a 7, and yours would somewhere
thinking like
5.
5, 6. It's a shame because like it's a cool concept. And, like, it's something that could be fresh, but I feel like if the golf isn't down, like...
Then...
You have no game. Unfortunately, it feels like it's something that's fun on the surface, and then once it's play a few rounds, like...
Then the magic's gone. But I mean, like...
I think, like, the concept, like, when you see the stages, it's like, oh, these stages are kind of cool, and then you play the stages.
Even the characters are cool.
Yeah, like it's all down to the cool concepts, and then when you play the game, it's like, oh, the actual game, like how it all pieces together, it doesn't feel like it.
Some of the characters are even like full-blown shout-outs to older mecha. Like, for instance, the whole dog thing is definitely Voltron.
Mm-hmm.
Right down to the color scheme.
Yeah, and there's a lot of cool color schemes. It's just a shame, like the actual game itself, you know, maybe I should play it more, but I feel like the bit that we played should be enough, and I just feel like it's not
enough.
Not fun enough.
That's the weird dichotomy.
Not fun enough.
We played it enough, but then we think we haven't played it enough.
Yeah. So I think that just is a sign, like, you know what, the game's just not enough for us.
Never enough.
Yeah, sticking to my 6.
I must go now. My planet needs me.
My planet needs me to golf. Me too. Keep on gaming. May the golf be with you. Always. Mary Poppins.
Until the golf awakens.
And a happy holidays.